Tyler M %. Wait, Tyler, you're already at 900 subscribers. Oh, really? Yes, you have to do something special about it. I would do something special, but unfortunately this week, this would not be a 900 subscriber special. But don't worry, we actually do have plans to go to a different lines next weekend. I love that! Thank you so much for 900 subscribers, everyone. But anyways, let's get on to the video. Anyways, let's try this again. Tyler M presents Railfanning for Fall. Railfanning for Fall. This is the final episode of Railfanning for Fall. Alrighty guys, this is the final episode of Railfanning in the Fall. Most of the leaves around the tracks has fallen off the trees, so that's why I decided to make this the finale. Where we left off last was at Vivian Road when I saw 3023. If you haven't seen episodes 1 to 4 yet, please go ahead and watch them. Next week, we will determine the top 5 places to railfan in the fall around the Bella or the Newmarket subs. Alrighty, let's get started with this final episode. Our first stop is at the Timothy Street crossing in Newmarket, which is on mile 33.64 on the Newmarket subdivision. The scenery here was not that bad. You can see a lot of fall color leaves around here. But however, there's not much fall color by the tracks, but there's a little bit you can see. This crossing has safe train and Western car haze equipment. Anyways, this GO train is going from Toronto to Bradford. It was led by cab car 361 with a really nice horn, and pushing it is MP40 Locomotive 620. And as you drove, this train has 6 passenger cars. Now for an unplanned train at Princess Street in Bradford, which is on mile 31 on the Bella subdivision. And here we saw a southbound mixed train you can see coming down the track, which is CN M313. That goes from Winnipeg to Toronto. This 313 I saw was led by 2 GEVO locomotives, and that is 3003 with a really epic K5HL horn, and 3807, and they were pulling 83 freight cars. Now heading back onto the Newmarket stop for a southbound GO train. I'm going to let Michael do the talking about the location and the train I saw. So take it away, Michael.
This is Michael Walters speaking on behalf of Tyler M. On a frosty Friday morning, he went to see a southbound GO train coming straight out of Barrie heading towards Toronto.
It was led by 682, GO Transit's newest MP54 AC. It had a surprisingly gentle horn. At the back was 380, GO Transit's newest Bombardier Bi-Level Series 10 cab car. This was a 6-car train.
Thanks for doing that, Michael. I forgot to mention that 682 actually went through a flashing yellow signal for some reason. The Walkway crossing is on mile 34.89 on the Newmarket stop. It has all Western car haze equipment except a Safe Trend Type 3E bell that replaced the Western car haze mechanical bell in 2018. Anyways, let's get on to C682. But first, the horn at East Granbury GO Station. Now for the main Bella sub Railfanning for this week. This week, we went to Zephyr and Cedarbrae. Our first stop is at the Concession Road 2 crossing in Zephyr. I went there just to film the Canadian. Anyways, this is on mile 36.78 on the Bella subdivision. It has all safe train equipment here, and the scenery around here is not that bad. Down there is Leitch Road, which we will go after, and a little bit of fall color. And heading south, there's a little bit of trees with fall color, but most of them has been falling off the trees due to the cooler weather. So what did we see for this trip? VL1, CN 101, and 185. And out of all the trains we saw, 185 was the best. I will tell you why in a bit. But first, let's see the Canadian. When I got to Concession Road 2, the Canadian was near McCarran Road. So I only had to wait for 15 minutes for the Canadian to show up, which was VL1. That goes from Toronto to Vancouver. Today, VL1 was led by 2 F30 PH locomotives. And that is 6452 with a really epic horn, and behind that is 6453. Today, VL1 has 13 passenger cars.
CN Detector, Ala, 4, 7, no alarms, temperature, 1, 2, C, total, axles, 6, 0, speed, 6, 6.
After Field 1 cleared, I went back over to Leitch Road. It was a much better day than last time I was here. And this was actually more brighter than last time, because of our sun. Like I said, Leitch Road is on mile 36.94 on the Ballot subdivision. And out of the two crossings, Leitch Road has more fog color than Concession Road too. Anyways, I have to wait for an hour for the next train to come, which was CN Q101, that goes from Toronto to Vancouver, just like the 1, but not at the station LOL. Anyways, today's 101 was led by, can anyone guess what 101 was led? Is it A, SD70M2s, B, GEVOs, or C, SD75Is? The answer is B. That's right, 101 was led by 2 GEVO locomotives. Thanks for playing. Guess what locomotive is leading? And until next time, I'm Tyler M, signing out as usual. I'll see you guys later in the next episode. No, we just can't cut into conclusion yet. We still have a video to do. Anyways, the numbers of the GEVO locomotives are 3098.
Zephyr 4-5 in the ballot.
Sorry about that. Anyways, it has an epic K5 gel horn, and behind 3098 is 3830. And surprisingly, it didn't have a rear DPU on this train. And it was shorter than usual. Today, 101 has 137 intermodal cars. After 101 cleared, I decided to head on over to Old Shiloh Road in Cedarbrae since I haven't been there since last April. The scenery here was not that bad actually. There's a lot of trees nearby the tracks as well. This is on mile 39.30 on the Ballot subdivision. If I wouldn't been here earlier in the fall, there wouldn't been a lot of fall colored leaves around here, so I may need to make a trip next year to Old Shiloh Road next season. Old Shiloh Road is gateless with safe train equipment, but the newest equipment here is the Safe Train Type 3E bell that is high-pitched. It replaced a Safe Train mechanical bell last year. I actually have to wait almost 2 hours for Q185 to pass here. That goes from Montreal to Prince Rupert, BC. Today, 185 was led by an SD75i and a Dash 9 locomotive. And that is 5700 with an Epic P3 horn and 2202. And this was actually not the first time I saw 2202. I first saw it at Slater's Road when I was heading home from Bloomington GO Station after the grand opening day. Today, 185 has 188 Intermodal cars.
CN Detector, ALA 47, no alarms, temperature 16C, total axles 540, speed 43.
Well, that concludes the series called Railfanning in the Fall. Well, stay tuned for the top 5 places to railfan in the fall that will be coming out hopefully soon. Also, thank you so much for 900 subscribers. I really cannot wait to get to 1,000. And don't worry, a real 900 subscriber railfan special will be coming out next weekend, so stay tuned for that. We'll be going to a different line than usual. Well, until the rating video comes out, I will see you guys then. See you later, folks.